if I traded it all.
So welcome back, everyone. So we're live on Facebook, everyone. So hi out there. I'm going to bring on my next guest I have with me, attorney Mary Hone, and she is with the law office of Mary T. Hone. And Mary, you are a real estate attorney and probate law that you also work with. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Okay, thank you, Carol. Well, I'm a second-generation native Phoenician.
That's unusual.
Yes. Went to law school down at U of A, and then I clerked for Judge Broomfield for a year, and then I started in real estate. So I've been doing Arizona real estate in Arizona since 1987.
Wow, so you really know it.
I do know it, and my whole office really put together, we have a lot of years, and so our tagline on our website is we get it done. And we are able to do just about anything you bring to us in the area of real estate and now probate, because a lot of Arizona real estate, as you probably know, Carol, it does end up in probate. So we have done a lot of probate over the years, too.
Wow. So I want to talk to you a little bit. So first of all, we're going to go off the cuff here for a little bit, okay? Because I want to talk about the importance of using an attorney when you get into a real estate transaction, okay? Because it's not just when something happens that's wrong necessarily, or how does somebody get involved when needing a real estate attorney?
In Arizona, I'm sure many of your listeners know that generally real estate agents handle the bulk of the transactions. Of course, then when they go awry, they do call me. But I have a lot of clients all around the world who call me who own Arizona real estate or who want to buy Arizona real estate. And those clients are not comfortable using real estate agents. And so oftentimes I will just be hired to review the contract just to make them feel more comfortable that all is as it should be. So I do a lot of that for out-of-state clients and in-state too, but generally more from my out-of-state clients.
Right. Well, it's very important. We do have a lot of people who are out-of-state that are buying up our property over here. We also have a lot of investors that listen to this station because of the kind of station that it is. And they, too, probably would want to have someone like you because they might even be buying more than one property at a time and things like that, correct?
Right. And there's a lot of other stuff that goes along. If you are buying a lot of property, different properties, and we give advice with respect to owning many different properties, because then you have insurance issues and you have business issues that aren't necessarily just real estate.
Right. It's just it's a way different thing than just buying one home.
Right.
Right. Now we've got your website here as it's www. We don't need to say that anymore. So we're going to say honelegal.com. And if it's okay with you, we're going to open up the lines to the audience. I kind of liked what we did before, so I just want to know if that we're going to go with that, which was what were we going to do as a giveaway? We're going to do something that you're going to do, a free contract read, or what was that?
Yes, free contract review.
Okay, so everyone's going to get entered in to win a free contract review. Can it be anyone at this point, or who would you want? Who's your client that you're talking to right now that you want to give that review to?
Maybe clients, a new buyer that is looking at buying a business.
Okay,
possibly that, or renting space, leasing space.
Okay, so we want everyone that's either buying a business or renting space in a business. That's okay, and we're going to get them entered in to win a contract review. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Now you're located in Scottsdale at Scottsdale and Shea, but you can help anyone from anywhere in the world, that you said in the world, that has any kind of type of Arizona real estate or probate issues. So, and that people that are, you said people call you from all over the world, and you have more outside than inside Arizona.
I'm not sure if we have more, but it's definitely equal. And it's funny because I love meeting my clients, but oftentimes I don't meet my clients, even if they are in Arizona, because so much of what we do is electronically done now.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Now, your phone number for them to call, it's 480-336-2557. Her website is honelegal.com. Their tagline is, "We get it done." And it's all about getting it done, especially when it comes to real estate transactions. That's all they want. They want it to get it done.
That's right.
Right? Okay. And again, you can check her out on that website. It is honelegal.com. And we've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered in to win, whether you're buying a business or maybe you are renting into a space, a contract review. So our number here again, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. How important is to have someone like you review that contract?
Oh my gosh, it's absolutely vital. It is. And, you know, oftentimes I see the contract after it's been signed and things have gone awry.
Sure.
And it's much better if I get it beforehand and we can deal with those before my client signs.
Absolutely. Again, that phone number to call her, it's 480-336-2557. I just have to ask you, let's say someone's listening to this, because there are a lot of other people, maybe they're not buying a business or what have you. There are a lot of people that buy up many houses, right? Can they call you and talk to you if they're having any issues?
Oh, sure. I mean, we're always available. They can call. Jeanette, my legal assistant, is with me today, and she can answer a lot of she doesn't answer the legal questions, but she can get you sorted out and on your way.
So again, that phone number to call her, it's 480-336-2557. So what are, I guess you say it, excess proceeds.
Excess proceeds?
Yeah, what is that?
Oh, recently we have done a lot of applications for excess proceeds. Excess proceeds are an interesting little niche. It's money that results from a trustee sale or a sheriff sale. And after the trustee sale or sheriff sale, the money is, so at the sale, the person holding the sale gives a credit bid. They don't have to give cash, it's credit. And then other bidders, it's opened up for other bidders. And if it bids up and up and up and up, then there is a difference between the credit bid and what the property was sold for. That amount of money is called excess proceeds, and it's put into the treasurer's office. And complaint is filed in the county court, the Arizona Superior Court, and then people can apply for it. So my clients are homeowners who have lost their home, but there are excess proceeds to be had, or possibly lien holders. So there's a very succinct statute that is followed for excess proceeds, and there's application made, and then there's time allowed for response, and then the court decides.
So I want to get this clear. When you say somebody, a homeowner who has lost their home, do you mean someone who has lost their home in a foreclosure? Or has they lost their home how?
In a foreclosure, yes. And again, this is one way that probate and real estate come together, because oftentimes we see that the homeowner has passed away, and the heirs don't even know that there are excess proceeds, or that the house has gone to sale, and then what happens afterward. Possibly, they just think, oh, I'm not going to worry about my grandmother's house in Arizona. But oftentimes those homes have a lot of equity. So the credit bid is made at, for example, $20,000. They bid, then other bidders bid against it, and we say it goes to sale for $80,000. You've got a $60,000 excess proceeds amount right there that goes into the treasurer's office. If nobody applies for that, after 2 years, it is sheets to the state of Arizona.
And then that's it.
And
the
that's
2 years,
it.
It's over with. Well,
That's
we're
right.
going to go to a break, and when we come back, I want to talk further. It's so interesting, and that I love real estate in that way, especially the real estate law side of things. This is very new. I don't think I've ever even heard of it. So have you? I mean, has it been around a long time? These excess proceeds, it's been along forever, but people are just talking about it now?
I think so. Yeah, I don't. It has been around forever. Yes. And I don't know why it's come to the forefront right now.
It just seems so, huh?
It has, yes.
So we're going to go to a break, and when we come back further, we've got our lines open here for everyone who, whether you're buying a business or maybe renting a spot in a mall or whatever it is, she's here to help with a contract review. She's going to enter everyone to win that. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check her out on her website. It's honelegal.com. Hang tight. We'll be back in just a minute.
If I traded it all.
So welcome back, everyone. And we are back. We're talking with Mary Hone, and she is a real estate and probate attorney. And we were talking at the break a little bit about this excess proceeds. And you had said that I'd asked you before, why is it so? And we didn't get the chance because we had the break. But let's talk about that and why it's so, in the forefront right now.
I was just thinking maybe because of all of the finders out there. We call them finders. I don't.
What's a finder?
So it's,
someone's looking for money.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
I know.
And around the country, so they
My brother.
No,
go ahead.
Around the country, they have better luck than in Arizona because the Arizona legislature has actually limited them to a $2,500 result. But I mean, $2,500 a pop, I think, is a lot of money. But many times they can get around the country. They get percentages of big dollars. So I don't know if they anyway, there are still a lot of finders that want to do it in Arizona, and they do. And those are, I have several of those as my clients, and they're great to work with.
Yeah, but it's not a bad thing. You're helping
it's
them,
not a bad
right?
thing. No. Oh, yeah. So then they
so
don't
how does
want
that
to
happen
do the legal
when
piece.
I just got a quick question before you go on with the other things that we were going to talk about today. How does that happen when the excess proceeds happens? Let's say there's a beneficiary who's taking care of everything and he doesn't disclose. Is that how that happens, where he doesn't just, let's say, disclose? He's supposed to, but I know they don't always do that. And how does that happen where it just comes up? I mean, how do they find out?
Oftentimes they get something in the mail because those finders are at the sales. They're watching those sales. They're seeing that the excess proceeds has resulted at that sale, and then they follow up. So they follow up with that homeowner and or with the heirs. So then they try to find the heirs, and if that beneficiary is found, then we file the application, and then we get the money for them eventually, and that money goes into the estate. Now, oftentimes, and this is again how probate gets involved. If the heir hasn't filed bankruptcy, hasn't filed probate, then we do open the probate, or we do an affidavit of succession to real property, and we can get them in the position where they can claim that money.
Now, her phone number, if you're in that situation and you're listening to this now going, wait a minute, that guy might be me. Her number is 480-336-2557. We've also have our lines open here for anyone who is maybe buying a business or renting an area in a business. You're renting some space, and she's offering for everyone that is doing that, entered in to win a contract review. It's invaluable to have that. So our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Their tagline is, we get it done. And that's what you want, is you want these things to get done. Now, what trends are you seeing in the courts today?
One of the things that I've seen recently are a lot of partition actions. I'm getting a lot of clients who either have to file a partition action or are responding to a partition action. What is it? It's, well, in the past, most people were married when they bought Arizona real estate.
And then we got divorced.
That's right, got divorced. But that's not it. It's people who are not married who buy property, and then the relationship goes sideways.
Oh, those are great.
Yes. So then one person wants to sell the house. The other person doesn't want to sell the house, wants to live in the house. And what happens is one of those parties files a partition action. Mm-hmm. And then the court appoints a special commissioner who's really a real estate agent who sells the property, and then the proceeds are put into the court.
So the way I see it on your end, you get all the juicy stuff that goes on that people don't generally talk about.
We get a lot of juicy stuff. It's incredible.
I bet you. Yeah. I bet you. I can't wait to hear about more of it. So is there anything else there that you want to talk about with those?
Partition actions, well, they can be very, what's the
nasty,
nasty, confrontational. But I've had really good luck at getting them settled and getting the proceeds divided the way they should be.
Now, okay, so you tell us more a little bit about partition actions.
Well, the partition action is the one that I was talking about, Carol, where the litigation is filed, complaint is filed, and asking the court to sell the property. Well, in the partition statute, there's a provision where the court will divide the property down the middle. Well, of course, domestic or residential real estate can't be divided down the middle, so the court forces them to sell.
They have to sell it.
Yes.
And then they split that.
And then they
down
split
the middle.
No, not necessarily. The court actually has a formula that it borrows from.
Even on that, too?
Even on that.
I can't believe that, because usually that's in
That's right. They borrow it from domestic relations and use it in this civil arena.
Wow, that's amazing. So, again, there's a lot of people who are listening to this, and maybe you're in a fight with someone right now. She's the one to call because she's going to get it done. Now, her website is honelegal.com. They're located right in Scottsdale at Scottsdale and Shea, but she can help anyone from around the world that has any type of Arizona real estate or probate legal issue. So you can call her direct. Her phone number is 480-336-2557, and we've got our lines open here too for everyone to get entered into win, whether you're buying a business, if you're buying one or renting a spot. She wants to offer people to get entered into win a contract review. That's invaluable. Everybody should do it. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. We have this down. Who are your clients? But they're, who are your clients?
Well, I have title companies, SBA lenders, and then, as we've discussed, a lot of individuals from all over the world. Individuals who have learned that they're entitled to excess proceeds.
How do people generally hear about you?
The web or word of mouth. I think those are the two biggest.
And now here.
And now here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think those are the two biggest places.
Right. What's that? And Facebook. Are you on Facebook also?
I am.
Facebook and Twitter.
And Twitter, yes.
Okay. And where can they Facebook you and all that? Where can they see you? At Mary Hone?
At the law offices of Mary T. Hone, yes.
Okay. And, I didn't say that before, so it's Mary T. Hone.
Right.
Okay. So what's your favorite part about what you do?
I think my favorite part is definitely helping people. When I decided to go into this at a very early age, I wanted to help people, and that's always a nice thing. I do have a lot of great clients, and seeing that it got done, that we actually finished a difficult job, is great.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you find that the most difficult jobs that you have are the business transaction type of real estate issues that you deal with, or more of the, how about the ones that are where they two people that bought a house that weren't married? Those probably could be pretty difficult.
Those are hard. Mm-hmm.
So which are the ones that are most difficult for all of the transactions that you work with?
I think maybe the most difficult would be the probate issues where the families are fighting.
Yeah, and that's awful. And it's terrible when things go into probate. Yeah. And how often does it happen?
It does happen a lot, actually. Surprisingly, a lot. And
I'll tell you why it happens a lot. Because the parents that were living in the home that didn't have their estate plan done correctly, which might not have even been their fault. Like, I'll give you my father as an example. He lived in California, and he owned a home and everything, and he thought he had it all done right. But it wasn't.
Oh.
So something's happened sometimes. There's that little hiccup, that little hitch, that one thing that could have caused something to go wrong, and that's where you come in.
I do see that, and I do trust for people, and I do wills, and we do try to advise our clients, even when they're not in there for that, to, hey, do you have your will done? Because it's important to get it done. And then we do a lot of deeds for people who are going to leave their homes to their kids, put it in a deed, and it goes even outside of probate then. And I do try to get ahead of it with drafting trusts and wills. But yes, it still can go awry.
Well, so yeah, because not everything is always done correctly, and and you always want to do the right thing, and sometimes you want to be fair and all that kind of stuff, and sometimes somebody gets hurt.
Yes.
But unfortunately, that's where we need people like you. We have to have it, and you help us. You help us get some, especially I'm hearing, if somebody is in a foreclosure and they're due money, that's awesome that you do that. So they can see all this information on your website?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So what would be your final words for today for everybody? What would you want to leave them with to make sure that everything's done correctly so nothing happens? Or if you're in a problem, give me a call. What would you want to do?
Well, I would say before you're in a problem, give me a call. That's an easier way.
Perfect. So again, her phone number direct, it's 480-336-2557. You can check her out on her website. It's honelegal.com, and their tagline is, we get it done, and that's what they do. We've got our lines open here for everyone who's buying a business or maybe renting someplace, some spot. You're getting entered in to win a contract review. Our number here, 602-277-5369.